So, why does it feel hard for you to manifest your specific person, but manifesting any other guy or any other person comes easy to you? Let's talk about it. But before I do, my name's Hannah Love. I'm your favorite manifestation coach and content creator. I make manifesting simple because it is simple, and I'm here to help you get what you want in life because that's why you came to this planet, to get what you want. So, anyways, why might this be happening to you? So, number one, you have made it mean in your mind that this specific person is somehow almost untouchable. Maybe you think that they're super attractive or more attractive than you, so they're up here and you're down here. Maybe they make a certain amount of money, maybe they're a celebrity. So there is some story going on in your mind that you're making this person almost godlike, right? Like harder to obtain or manifest versus other people. Or maybe you have a belief that the people that you actually like don't want you back. Or once feelings are involved, then one person gets scared and runs away, aka your specific person, or maybe even you potentially. So there is some story that you're playing out over and over and over again that is making this person basically up here. And what you want to do is you want to remove any sort of inferiority or superiority complex because you want you and your SP to be equal to each other, right? You don't want to, number one, either put them on a pedestal, and you also don't want to see them as less than, right? Like a common theme that I hear a lot of people saying is, oh, well, my SP has to first become a better version of themselves. They still have to work on themselves and go to therapy and do all these things to become worthy of me, right? So you don't want to feel less than your SP, and you don't want to feel like you're above them either. And that comes through, number one, working on your own self-concept, right? Becoming the operant power, knowing that you're worthy and deserving of the love and respect that you desire, being given princess treatment or whatever else that you want in a relationship, loyalty, consistency, commitment, healthy love, and then turn those desires into affirmations to help improve your self-concept. So you remember, oh, wait a minute, I am the operant power. I'm the one who calls the shots in my reality because everyone else is just reflecting back my dominant assumptions about myself and of them. So therefore, I am the operant power. And then number two, what you want to do is start changing the way that you view your SP and your assumptions about them. So if you keep telling yourself, oh, well, I'm not my SP's type, or they're so emotionally unavailable, they're hot and cold, they don't take me seriously, they're so inconsistent, they don't really call me on a regular basis, and it pisses me off, and you're continuing to reaffirm that same reality, you're only going to continue to experience that same reality. So in your mind, you want to start assuming the men in my life always provide for me, or my SP always provides for me. They always pursue me. They always choose me and prioritize me. I always experience consistent, healthy communication in all of my relationships. I always experience consistent, healthy, loyal, committed love in all of my relationships, especially with my SP. I am the best and only option for them. They are already their highest self. I am already my highest self. We are extremely compatible for each other. We are the most compatible. They can't live without me. Things like that. So whatever it is that your end goal is with your specific person, start creating a story and affirmations that align with the end reality that you want to experience. Turn those into affirmations and stick to affirming that new story, those new affirmations on a daily basis. And naturally, what will happen is when you guys start telling yourself a new story about yourself, about your SP, you start thinking different. And when you start thinking differently, you'll automatically get images in your mind, right, of what you're manifesting, what you're creating, what's possible for you. And that'll naturally make you feel better. And then you'll take inspired action from that place, right? From the version of you who is thinking and viewing your reality through the lens of the version of you who has what they want. So then you'll start acting like that new version of you. And that new version of you will lead you to the places and spaces that you need to be to help you create the overall end goal that you're aiming for. But if you're constantly living in the state of, I don't have this is impossible, I'm never chosen, I'm never prioritized, I'm not their type, they don't like me, they're so inconsistent, then guess what? You're only going to continue to reiterate and experience that reality because that's all you're focused on, right? So whatever you're focused on grows. And so if you're telling yourself these new stories, thinking these new thoughts, eventually it's going to manifest if you're doing it on a persistent, consistent basis. And because it'll keep manifesting with the intention that you're continuing to affirm even after manifesting your SP, you'll experience it so much that eventually it'll become a dominant assumption. It'll become a dominant belief. So for the people asking, do you have to feel, do you have to believe in your affirmations for them to work? Is the feeling the secret? No, because belief comes later on through you persisting in the new story, in the new affirmation. And then again, naturally, as you start to tell yourself this new story, you naturally start to feel better. So you don't need to force yourself to try to feel some type of way to manifest. And besides, if you're using feeling to manifest, you're still pairing that feeling with your end goal in mind. You're still thinking about your end goal, right? What your overall desired reality is. So when people say, oh, feeling is a secret, that doesn't make sense, because if you're feeling something and you're trying to manifest something, you're still pairing the feeling with a thought or with an image of what you're trying to manifest. So it's not just feeling, you're thinking and viewing and seeing this new reality into existence. So that's why I say, too, that the more that you continue to persist in the new thoughts, regardless of how you feel, that doesn't really matter. And naturally, you'll start to feel better anyway. But the feeling isn't required. So again, even if you're doing this, you're thinking the new thoughts, you don't believe what you're saying right away at first, it's okay. Continue to persist in the new story, and then you'll naturally start taking action as the version of you who is worthy, who is chosen, who is prioritized, who is in a loving, committed relationship. Your SP will naturally start to show up that way too, because that's what you're continuing to reaffirm. And then eventually this will become your new reality, what your new story is that you've been telling yourself. And then manifesting your specific person will become easy, normal, and natural for you. And just like manifesting anything else, right? Because this specific person is not this otherworldly individual. You just made it mean that they are in your head, and they don't have to be that way if you don't make it mean that. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments below.